Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
The original farmers on Earth are thought to be the leafcutter ants. They have been intensively farming fungi in the tropical rainforests of South America as early as 60 million years ago. Watch on to find out more about plant and animal partnerships.
Greetings to you, ardent nature-loving viewers. I am Junior, a Cape ground squirrel from South Africa. The animals in my country send you hugs and kisses. Our show, Cool Cooperation, Animals and Plants Balancing Nature, will explore some of the fascinating relationships found between flora and fauna. Symbiosis is the interaction of two different organisms living together, usually with mutual benefits. There are many examples of symbiosis in our world's diverse ecosystems, one of which is the leafcutter ants and their special crop. Humans began farming about 12,000 years ago, and wild crops have since been domesticated and cultivated. But humans aren't alone in their food harvesting tradition, nor the earliest. The original farmers on Earth are thought to be the leafcutter ants. They have been intensively farming fungi in the tropical rainforests of South America as early as 60 million years ago. These ants forage for vegetation, not intending to eat it as food, but to munch the leaves into a pulp for fungi to eat, which are the real source of nutrition for the ants. Approximately 35 million years ago, leafcutter ants even created an agricultural innovation to domesticate the fungi growing in their gardens. The shift was caused by the drastic changes in the planetary climate that prompted some of the leafcutters to leave the tropical rainforests for drier habitats. Because fungi prefer warm and humid conditions, the new homes of the ants were not suitable for above-ground fungi gardens. The ants cultivated them in their relatively moist nests, with the fungi becoming more and more dependent on the ant colony, thus resulting in domestication. Domestication means that the fungi can no longer survive without the ant colony. Similarly, as the fungi provide arginine to the insects, the leafcutter ants lost their ability to synthesize this amino acid, and in turn must rely on the fungi to survive. These ants are highly efficient agricultural experts, diligently and carefully tending to their underground fungus farms to safeguard their food supply. For example, they regularly remove any infected portions of the fungi. The intelligent ants even use antibiotics to protect the precious fungi. Leafcutter ants carry symbiotic bacteria on their bodies that can produce antibiotics, which the ants rub onto the fungus to protect it against parasites. Leafcutter ants and fungi co-evolve together and are now inseparable. When a new ant colony is established, the first thing the queen ant's daughter does is bring along some fungi from her old home. Let's now go underwater to explore the special relationship between coral and algae. Surely, we all have marveled at the unique and outstanding beauty of coral reefs. They are truly a wonder of nature. Perhaps you have even pondered, is this a plant, an animal, or a mineral? What do you think? If you thought animal, you are right. Coral reefs, which exist in tropical and subtropical oceans all over the world, are actually living animals. With their hardened surfaces, people sometimes mistake corals for rocks. However, unlike rocks, corals are alive. And because they are attached to the sea floor, they are often incorrectly thought of as plants. Unlike plants, corals do not make their own food. Coral reefs are built by millions of coral polyps, a type of tiny sea organism. The reefs are giant compositions made of limestone deposited by coral polyps. People often refer to them as the rainforest of the sea, as they provide shelter for a variety of marine life. Single-celled algae called zooxanthellae thrive in the tissues of the coral and enjoy this nice protected home. In turn, through photosynthesis, the algae take in carbon dioxide and emit oxygen, which the coral uses, as well as glucose, glycerol, and amino acids that sustain the coral. We'll now pause for a constructive message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our program, Cool Cooperation, Animals and Plants Balancing Nature, on Supreme Master Television. Earthworms also contribute significantly to the ecosystems they are in, thus benefiting animals and humans. When these worms burrow in the ground, they mix the soil, loosen it, and move the nutrients around. They also decompose organic material, such as plant matter, thus enriching the land and making plants grow better. In addition, when they burrow, they change the soil's structure, creating small holes and spaces, which makes it easier for water to flow through the earth down to the thirsty plant roots. There are about 250,000 flowering plants in our world. Flowers use a variety of amazing methods to entice pollinators, including emitting smells that certain insects like, though it may not necessarily be a fragrant smell, and sometimes can even be a rotten odor. It's all done with the purpose of drawing insects to come by to complete the process of pollination, so the plant species flourish in future generations. Bees are the best among all pollinators. More than 90% of the world's major crops depend on bees for pollination. Sadly, bee populations globally are rapidly declining due to climate change, habitat destruction, lack of food sources, and the use of pesticides and herbicides. The rusty-patched bumblebee in North America, a pollinator of blueberries, tomatoes, and wildflowers, has seen its population decline 90% since the 1990s and is now considered an endangered species by the US government. Fewer bees means fewer plants can be pollinated, thus impeding plant reproduction. The resulting decrease of an affected plant species population impacts the balance of an entire ecosystem. The environmental group Friends of the Earth has estimated that to replace bees and other pollinators, with humans performing artificial pollination of crops in the UK, would cost at least $2.2 billion. Now, let's take a look at some animals that also play a significant role in the Earth's ecosphere. For example, squirrels like myself are very important. We love searching for seeds, and we like to keep them safe to eat later. However, we don't always remember where our caches are stored. As a result, these forgotten seeds take root, and thus trees and plants will grow, expanding plant communities and ecosystems. Perhaps one of the most important animals that balance an ecosystem for the benefit of all beings is birds. Some, like the hummingbird, pollinate plants, and others scatter seeds by eating fruit and then depositing them elsewhere through their droppings. Birds are also excellent indicators of the health of an environment. By their behavior and presence, scientists can monitor changes in a habitat. For example, birds are very sensitive to pollution, and significant population declines, such as those that occurred in the US after the use of the now banned pesticide DDT, can indicate how devastating a human-made substance can be to the environment. Overall, our feathered friends are incredibly helpful in sustaining habitats. Nature is abundant, vibrant, and teeming with life because of partnerships between all kinds of plants and animals. We are so grateful to the Creator for the incredible web of life here on Earth. May we always appreciate and value the role of all beings as we continue to learn more about the intricate connections we have with each other. Gracious viewers, thank you for being with us today. Coming up next is The Joy of Homecoming, Supreme Master's rediscovery of the original universe, Part 6 of 11, on Between Master and Disciples. Right after noteworthy news. May humankind and animals forever thrive peacefully together in God's blessings, so that our earth can soon become a heavenly realm full of joy and harmony.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nossos programas oferecem vários idiomas. Acesse suprememastertv.com/schedule e suprememastertv.com/AW.
हमारे कार्यक्रम पेश किए जाते कई भाषाओं में कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/schedule और suprememastertv.com/AW。
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule 和 suprememastertv.com/AW。
Rancangan kami menawarkan banyak bahasa. Sila kunjungi suprememastertv.com/kehadapan-schedule dan suprememastertv.com/kehadapan-AW.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule و suprememastertv.com/AW.
Наши программы предлагают много языков. Пожалуйста, посмотрите suprememastertv.com/schedule и suprememastertv.com/AW.
Манай нэвтрүүлгүүд олон хэлээр гардаг. Зочлох хаяг suprememastertv.com/schedule болон suprememastertv.com/AW.